Good morning, how you doing? This is Steve from Ski Shack Reviews, and welcome today, not to my ski shack, but to my nice apartment here in Bansko in Bulgaria. We arrived here yesterday afternoon, so ready today for day one of our first full day of skiing in the Lenz Heated Socks. So this is the second part of our two-part review. You might remember in part one, we opened the box back at base, we looked at the socks, how they connect up, got them charged up, etc, etc. So our batteries are charged and raring to go. It's 6 o'clock in the morning here, so I do look a little tired, forgive me. So let's get these connected to my socks and we'll see how we go. We'll see how they perform across the day. I will just say, in the course of the last few days, I bought these a few days ago, and in the course of traveling, they did manage to, in terms of Bluetooth, disconnect themselves. So I had to reconnect the Bluetooth to get the phone talking to the socks again. Bit of a faff, took 5 minutes to get that sorted. It's not massively difficult. Once you've got that sorted, you're ready to go again. So let me just sit on the bed, and then I apologize, I'm wearing my base layers, so I'm not looking particularly sexy, I appreciate. Right, so we've got our socks and our batteries. So as you can see, there's the poppers that I showed you in the previous video. We've got our power level set to 1 at the moment. And as you can see on the sock, so we've got the sock on, we've got a little R for right, and there's an L for left as well. Like any other sock, bit of padding across the front of your shin, and you can just about very slightly feel the heating element. Got dust on it, look, dust on the sock already. You could just about feel the heating element, but it's no big deal. So to connect the batteries, you'll see there's poppers down the side of the sock. If I just turn around slightly, see the poppers, 1, 2, 3. We're just gonna get the battery, and we're gonna just put my thumb in there to help do this. So we're gonna go click, click, and click. So that battery is now connected to the sock, but rather than it flapping around like so, we're just gonna roll the top of the sock over. Well, your boots only come to around here anyway, so you're not gonna see this. Not gonna get this in your boot, I mean. So roll this over. That just secures the battery, so if you do have any accidents or problems, the battery's gonna stay on the sock. So there we go. One complete Lenz sock with the battery. You can see the red light just shining through. So we've got the power on. We've got the power set to level 1 at the moment. Where are you? Down there. We'll just do the same on this sock. We'll keep it on level 1 for now. As I say, we can turn it up slightly on our phone or my phone a bit later on. So let's get these connected up. We're gonna get out there, find some breakfast, get on the slope, and I'll report back later as to how these perform and whether 195 pounds is or.
Hi guys, quick update on the Lenz Heated Socks situation. I've now had the socks on for about 6 hours or thereabouts. Skiing in cold conditions, it's well below 0 up here on the slopes. So of those 6 hours, about half of it on level 1, and then I upped it onto level 2 for the latter few hours. Situation is my feet are nice at the moment. They're not hot, but they're not cold. So I would class that as a victory. Normally my feet would be cold. They're absolutely not toasty warm. They're definitely not that, but they're certainly not cold. So I'm going to give that a positive. I was hoping for a little bit more, if I'm honest. And the battery now is almost dead. It's not completely dead, but it's almost there. So how much more I get out of them remains to be seen. So in summary, what I'd say is that they're good if you suffer from cold extremities like I do. But again, manage your expectations. You're not going to have maybe hot feet, you're going to have feet that aren't cold, is probably a better way of putting it. Now the batteries I've got on at the moment are the 1200 batteries. Here's what I would recommend is the 1800 batteries. I've got a set of gloves on order, the Lenz heated gloves on order. Now with the gloves, I've got the 1800 batteries coming with them. At the moment, I've just got normal gloves, non-heated gloves, and my fingers aren't too bad. So I could probably get away with the lower battery, the 1200 battery in my gloves and the 1800 battery in my socks. That's going to allow me to put the socks onto a higher level, maybe 2 all day or 3 possibly if it gets a bit colder, and hopefully then get a longer battery life out of the batteries on the socks. But on the whole, for the Lenz heated socks, it's a thumbs up. But as I say, manage your expectations. You'll have nice feet rather than hot feet, but you won't have cold feet. For me, that's a winner. Is it worth £195? That's subjective. I'm going to say yes. Buy them and I'll let you decide. Hi guys. So I just got back to my hotel room. Full day skiing, so Put the Lenz Heat Socks on at about 7 o'clock this morning. It's now just gone 9 hours. And I did a quick update a few hours back while we stopped for a hot chocolate, just to say that my feet were okay. They weren't warm, but they weren't cold, which I think for me is a winner. That's a bonus, that's a thumbs up from me. So quick update. So I had for the latter part of the afternoon, the heat setting on number 2, which obviously drains the battery a lot quicker, and my batteries are now dead, completely dead. So I've skied the last hour or so this afternoon with the batteries dead, therefore the socks just standard socks. And you can immediately tell the difference. My feet are cold, my toes are tingling. So even though you're not necessarily feeling the heat, you're definitely not feeling the cold, as I say, because as soon as they stop working, you do start to feel the cold. So I'm still giving a thumbs up to the Lenz heated socks. Very expensive for what they are, but if it can prevent icy cold toes, it's still a good thing from me. As I said, I would look at putting the higher powered batteries into the socks, and then I'm going to switch it and put the lower powered batteries into my gloves. They'll arrive at the end of this week. When they do, we'll have a look at those as well. But for the Lenz Heat Socks, it's a thumbs up from Ski Shack Reviews.